Well, what a way to kick off Cooly Rocks. So the Wednesday night at Cooly is cruise night out to 782 Motors to have a look through their current catalogue of cars. So this place is absolutely sensational. The detail in the way this place is set up blows me away. So check out the Ratvic bike. I had to pull up and go back and have a look at that. So the memorabilia and the cars, most of it are all up for auction. So all the cars and most of the memorabilia. So go and check their catalogue. So it's 782 Motors, and I just love this way, the way this place is presented. It's absolutely unbelievable. And I mean, we were there last year, and I think it's 20% better this year than what it was last year. They've added some extra bits and pieces on and heaps more of the neons. And it just looks so good and it presents the cars so well. You know, the lighting, the flooring, just everything about the place. So check out the Runner GTs and really nice XYU. I think that might have been at the Nationals actually, with that rear wing on it. I remember seeing that one there. But it's hard to keep the camera down on the cars because there's so much else to look at in this place. So another genuine XYGT, very desired colour, that one. And then if you're after more a street machine style car, check out the blown Fairmont right next to it. So this auction's currently running, so when this goes up, you'll be able to go on and make a bid if you're looking for a car. I was having a chat to one of the guys downstairs in the workshop, and he was telling me that all these cars come through and have an inspection done, and then they make some recommendations to the owners about what they may or may not do to the cars to make them present as well as they do. And I must say that they all present extremely well, beautifully polished and presented. Now what about the Beetle? It's got a little Beetle, but it's got an LS in it. So if you're looking for a cool combi, I'm not sure whether this is a 24 window, but I don't know my combis that well, but it's got a lot of windows in it, that's for sure. So if you're up at Surfers Paradise, then quite often this place is open for open days on Saturdays, and they do some special events. So just check on their site and see when they're open to be able to go and have a look. And now this wall behind these cars, that's a whole new addition from last year. So those garage doors, and you'll see in a minute where it's got heaps more signage and stuff on it. And really tastefully done. Look at that, absolutely sensational. So a good mixture of cars, something for everybody. That's when Howard stops looking at all the signs. So I had to go up and tap on the wall to make sure it was real brick, and it was real brick and real timber windows. Beautifully done. I've been moving around to a lot of shows this year, and it's amazing how many of these pickup style trucks are being done. A lot of rat rod style ones, but also a lot of showy ones. A lot really low and with late model engines and stuff. Very much looking the goods. So you'll see later on in the video where we go downstairs to the workshop, so they've actually got some builds going on down there, and also tidying obviously cars up for the auctions. What about this Pantera? Beautiful stainless exhaust. That's quite a unique car, that one. Absolutely huge quarter panels. Now check out the paint treatment on the custom. It's got the full bling in the stripe there with the cream pin line to go with the trim. So I'll come back to that Brocky in a minute, because we've just got to check out the Mopar first. Pretty hard to beat a red 57. They really do have a classic look, those cars. As an old vanner, it's good to see all these vans coming back out. It's amazing just how many are cropping up now. Either ready to be restored or restored like this one. going to be a big resurgence, I think, in the old van scene. What an incredible collection of cars. So all up for auction, so jump onto the 782 Motors website and you can make a bid on one of these wonderful cars. So back to the brockies, I just had to wait. The detailer was going through doing the cars, so I've got in just before the rest of the crowd arrived. So this was part of Cooly, so it was a cruise, ticketed cruise out to 782. But Benny let me in early so I could get some footage before, and they were just doing their final clean up and the staff were running around getting organised. This brockie was sensational. So if a show car's more your thing, what about this one? So I think the sign said it was a Street Machine magazine feature car. More like a car show than an auction, isn't it? Unbelievably presented, the detail work to have all of these cars looking so good and all for sale. So I thought I'd just slip over here because something caught my eye. Not only the staff cleaning the cars up, they're getting a bit of a trim and a groom as well. make sure they're all presentable for the show. So what about that? You talk about detail. That barber shop is sensational. Now, where was I? I'll get back over to the cars. It was a great time for cars, wasn't it? That 67 through 69 era. Both the Chevs and the Fords all had that classic look. There we go, so no reserve, on the old Tirana? Couple of nice utes side by side there. It's a very classic modified build, that one. So these guys have a good range of t-shirts and jackets and hats and things as well. Very nice looking Corvette. Well, for choice, if you're after a Mustang, 3 in a row there. Let's have a right-hand drive, now a left-hand drive. The big shifter at, you'll see the carbon fibre bonnet scoop. So that's just about the end of the cars up for auction, but we're not done yet because we're going to go downstairs and have a look in a minute, and we're also just going to check out some of the other novel things that there is to see in this amazing building. So everywhere you look there's something to see, and you'll see here, so go into the Chevron dealer and the memorabilia in all the cupboards and everything around the place is just unbelievable to behold. And then if we have a look through the window here, you'll see all of this really old school type workshop equipment and parts and bits and pieces all beautifully displayed. So whoever puts the collection together is got a very good eye, because it just all fits and looks right. Unbelievable. And of course they've got, on their nights they have a DJ, so you'll see him up there next to the sign. Probably zoom in and get a better look in a minute. There we go. So the music's cranking, and really an amazing atmosphere when when everyone turned up and the music's going and the lights are going and all the neon. Just amazing. So we'll get one more look at the barber shop as we're going past. So just trying to bring in all of the memorabilia and all the different things that are going on in this place. It's quite amazing. I mean, whoever dreamed stuff like this up is very, very clever. So this is downstairs, so this is the workshop, and last year it was as clean as this, so I presume that they have a bit of a clean up like I do at my joint. And these are all cars that are being worked on in the workshop. I'm not sure how many staff they've got there, but there's different projects. Some are full builds, and then the coupe hiding down the back corner here is belongs to the owner Benny, and it's apparently a project that's been on the go for many, many years, and I'm sure I've seen it in a fab shop over a few, quite 4 or 5 years ago. and they were telling me it's been pulled out now to get some more work done at 782, but you know, with staff shortages and all, it's just on a bit of a standstill at the moment. The panels you see sitting on the roof there are going to be fitted on the underside, so it's got a full sheet metal hood lining, and then some pretty out there suspension design there with the boomerangs that'll work as in a cantilever with coilover shocks. Super low. All the chassis and all is all down virtually on the ground when it's on the airbags. So it'll be interesting to see that when it comes out. And a few other hot rods and cruisers. And then another one coming up over here that's looks like in the build. Big Ford with the suicide doors. Got a fair bit of fab happening inside. It's obviously going to be very low. And then the engine bay is getting all boxed out as well. There's a lot of work happening there. And then just when I thought I'd heading back out again, I spotted a couple of engines in the corner, so I thought I'd go and grab a little close-up of those. Pretty much one of each. And a cool little gasser. This was a super nice little HA ute. Obviously sitting on a current styling set of wheels. It's still running a straight 6, which is nice to see. Everything doesn't have to have a big, huge horsepower engine in it. And on the hoist here, there's a fair bit of fab going on here as well. Got to thank these guys for the opportunity to let us come through and check out what they're up to. And yet another panel then. So rounding the show out, Benny was a little bit disappointed that they were hoping to get the new cafe/restaurant open for this particular event. Well, they've got it all fitted out, but the kitchen wasn't quite ready, so they weren't actually cooking on the night. But that will be happening, and this place was sensational. So it looks like a lot of the bits and pieces are all, you know, genuine from the 50s and 60s. Wasn't all new product, it was a lot of recycled parts and bits and pieces to make it up. And be good to see once it's all up and running and cranking. So as I always do, I'd like to thank Lovells for their support, for letting me get out and about and bring you all of these different automotive things and cars and events all around Australia. And if you need anything, springs or shocks, or upgrade to your four-wheel drive tow vehicle, check out Lovells at lovellsauto.com.au. And thanks for sharing your time with us, and look forward to you bringing some more. Don't forget, subscribe if you like what you're watching, share it with your friends, and that'll keep us on the channel. So thanks very much, and bye-bye for now.